I have to admit, I was wrong about using clips. I put up a video saying that using the clips on the MPC Live 3 was not for me, but now it is. I decided to take some time the other day, sat down for about 3 hours, made some beats, and then I played around with clips and I watched some content on clips only. One guy had a video that was like an hour and some change on literally just using clips. I didn't watch the whole thing, but watching his video showed me some different things, and I decided to take the time to try it out for myself. And here I am. I found a way to make it work similar to Machine. It is not the same, but it's similar to kind of like Ideas View, but it's not the same. It made it very simple for me to actually start using that versus the way I was doing it, where I was going through labeling everything, copying this, and then have to go back and copy everything back over to my intro. And if I did something wrong, I have to, it just threw things off. Now, I still don't like the fact that with clips, I have to sit here and play the entire beat out to record it to my arranger, and hopefully that will change at some point, but I'll still deal with that now because it flows a lot easier. So today I'm just going to show you guys my workflow for using clips. And like I said, I was wrong about it. I put that video out talking about it's not for me, but I did say yet because I felt at some point I was going to get it, and also that maybe they'll make the few tweaks that I talk about later on in this video. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to talk y'all to death. Let's go ahead and switch on over and get started with these clips. I'm going to make a beat from scratch, not trying to impress nobody. It's going to be a quick beat that I'm going to put together just for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to run through that, and then I'm going to arrange the entire thing, walk you guys through it, talk you guys through what I'm actually doing. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so as you guys see, I have nothing loaded up here. I'm gonna change this to a plugin track. And when I'm starting to make my beats, I wanna make sure that I am on full level because I don't like to be banging on my pads. And then I'm just gonna load up a sound here and see what we can come up with. I like pads. I'm just gonna come up with something random. Let's try and see what this sounds like. I'm gonna go to notes, start off with C minor, why not? Now this is just going to be something real simple and basic. I'm not going to sit here and try and make anything crazy. It's just simple, just to show you guys my workflow with using clips and using it to arrange as somebody who's coming from Machine. Like, I'm glad I actually took the time to spend time learning this. So now I'm going to make another track, another instrument track, because I want to build something up so you can see the different variations of what I could do here. So go here, find a piano. Label this piano. And I'm doing this now because I usually do it when I arrange, but with clips, once everything is out, I like seeing what it is. So when I add an instrument that I like, I go ahead and edit it instead of waiting. Not edit it, but rename it. So that way I can already know where I'm at. I'm gonna add one more instrument to this just for the sake of it. Maybe a lead, let's see. Or let's try this that I have here favorited already. I like that. I like that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start a drum group. I'm gonna go ahead and go to one of the machine kits that I made and export it to this because I already know I like the drums. So it's gonna make it real simple, real easy. So all my drums and everything are already good to go in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make a simple pattern, and then I'll show you guys how to make clips, which is kind of like patterns in Machine. So once I actually took the time to wrap my head around that, it became so much easier. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna latch this on. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here to arrangement. Now, to me, what this stands for is just that what the main arrangement is playing. Like if I go to the matrix, you'll see this says the arrange. So I don't even pay attention to all that, but I just wanted to show you guys that. And then when you go back to main, I look at it like patterns. So there is no pattern. If I scroll down, you see clip. I think of it as a pattern. It's empty. I look at it like this is me coming up with my idea. If I like my idea, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. Now it went to clip number 1. So when you go back here, you see now there's one right there. So I'm gonna build up on that. But what I need to do is I'm gonna go ahead and make another copy of it. So that way it's on 2. So that first pattern will be saved, which is a clip. And I have another one I could build up on, which is how I always made my patterns inside a Machine. Start off this way, build up, and continue to build up. So I'm gonna build up on this one. Too. So I have that. Tap it again. This is me building up to my hook now. So I'm gonna have a little bit of other things going on. So usually what I do, I'll make a copy of this. And that's because how I arrange my beat, because I'm going to use the same drum pattern on a different section of the beat. So then I'm going to go to my next one. So from here, I'm going to take some things out just because that's my workflow. You figure out your own workflow, but that's just what works for me. So I'm going to go to my grid. I'm going to take this out, cut. I'm going to cut that. And I'm going to take this out too. So cut. So now when I go to my matrix, you'll see I have all of these different patterns. It can start here. My hook is right here. So now this honestly is pretty much done. Literally, what I go and do is I'll do something like this. I'll go and name this my verse section. It's going to be verse 1, part 1. I don't know why it doubles sometime at the end, maybe because I still had the plastic on here. I just never took it off. Let me see. I'm not going to set up the follow actions. I know some people do that, but I Don't do that. Verse. It's gonna do V1-2. This is my hook. This is gonna be verse 2. Then this one's gonna be verse 2-2. So now I could go back and add any one of these to what I'm about to do right here is have my intro section. And then right here, I'm gonna make an outro section. So basically, to me, this is like the scenes in Machine Ideas view, where except for your sounds, we're going vertically up and down with your scenes or ideas, well, your scenes going across horizontally. So it's flipped basically. And when you select them, it will play whatever you have selected. What I'm gonna do from here, since I can't just copy these, is I'm just gonna make one copy of each of these into clips right here so I can copy them and move them around. Now, I've seen some people go through and they will go and just make as many copies for each thing that they have and then go back and delete it. That actually could be faster, so let's give that a try because I actually haven't done that. So I know I have 7 scenes, so I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then go to the next sound and do that as well. Oops, I done made another track. Go back, make sure to hit arrangement. I'm just going to go like that, so that way I don't have to copy everything. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I think it's only 7, but if it's not, we could always copy it. All right, let's go back to the matrix. Okay, so now as you see, each thing is filled up, all these different sounds. What I initially did before was I went through and I would go back and make one row and then I'll just copy and paste where I want stuff. But it might just be faster to do it this way because all you gotta do is delete it. So you don't have to copy and paste. So obviously I'm on my intro. So I'm gonna leave my 808 in there and I'm gonna take this out. Let's go to delete. And from there, I'm gonna take it to the hook. Another thing I wanna say, since I'm recording it, I like to have my quantization on 2 bars just because sometimes I might trigger it too quick in the moment. So it'll be like this. Once I know it has 2 bars left, unless I can just tap that and then it'll play on its own. But I realized doing that with the screen, sometimes it could be a little touchy. So I set the buttons up top to launch the rows. I will show you that in a second after I finish arranging this, how I want it to go though. So I'm gonna hit verse 1. It's not gonna play actually, but I'm just gonna go like that, not play it, and just take out whatever it is I don't want on there. So I'm gonna take this out, delete, and you can actually, as you see, edit the clips and everything. But again, I already made it to how I want it. And while that's playing, I'll just sit here and take these out. And I know I want it to go to my 808, not 808. I know I want my 808 in the second part of this verse. So once it gets to 2 bars, like right here, I can just go like that and it'll play it. And I'm gonna go ahead and edit the next one. Go to the hood. So pretty much, honestly, this is done already because I'm keeping these two in the entire time. Take the 808 in and out, take the keyboard out, mainly just want it on the hook and the outro, and it's simple. So for me to record this into the arrangement, I like to use this instead, so that way I don't worry about the screen not fully pressing or something like that. So I'm gonna hit set, and then I'm gonna go over to roll launcher. So right here, we'll roll launch, not launcher. So if I wanna go to verse 1, I know I hit this, right? So it goes right there. I believe there is something where you can turn off the arranger, turn that off. It's right there in my face. So this is perfect now. Everything just flows. Now, if I could move this up and down, that would be great, but I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, so I don't see where I can move that up and down, but whatever. I'm not mad at that. So first things first, to record this, I'm going to go over to my arranger, and then I'm going to set the bars to something like, I'm just going to hit 65 because why not? So I'm going to hit record to arranger, go back over here, make sure everything is good to go. I like viewing it in the arranger while I'm doing it. So I'm going to go right here, make sure that's on, hit record. But the catch is I should go back so I can see where's I know my intro and outro are right there. So I'm going to go back to my matrix. That's my intro. Let's go ahead and record it. I guess the colors do kind of match. I love triggering this early so it could just go. Always remember the green is where you're at. So if you can correspond that here, like I say, I'm right there and I want to go to the next one down, just move over one. Now if they had numbers here that corresponded with what was up here, that would be great. Like how this is number 5. It would be cool if that's at number 5 right there. Just something, you know, to make it a little bit easier. I was testing to see if I hit shift if it told me, but it doesn't. Go back to the hook. And that's it. That's literally it. I went over a little bit, which I should have prepared myself for. And also, as I just said right there, where I was talking about the numbers correspond if you do not label it. So yes, if I just left this at number one and remember number one is going to be this, number two is going to be that, maybe then that would be a little bit easier. But it's not too bad though. Just the colors seem a little off, but they kind of match. Like the blue is blue, but it's not the same blue. But you can figure it out over time. Now, as I mentioned, I did go over, so I need to go to my arrangement. And this is where I went over. You'll hear it. And let me go like this, so that way it'll play. So you see it's messed up right there. What I need to do there is I will go back to record to arranger, go back here, and I'm going to start with my intro just for that split second, just to overwrite what I did there. So let's see if it worked now. It should. And it did work, so that's great. I'm gonna save this, but you guys get the point. This is pretty cool to me. I know it took me a minute to actually sit here and learn it, and that was just because I was used to using the MPC in the way that I use it, so that way I could, just, hey, I make beats like this. This is gonna take too long. I didn't want to take the time to really wrap my head around finding a way that this can work for me personally. But once I actually sat down and played around with it, watched a few different videos on it. Like one guy has a video that's an hour and 30 minutes long about nothing but clips. Whole video is nothing but clips. I didn't watch the entire video, but watching his video kind of put it into perspective that made sense. And he was doing all type of other stuff. So it just made it to where, okay, I can see how I can do that myself. I'm so used to doing things the way I did it that I was going back and doing the different arrangements and all that stuff when I could do everything right here pretty quickly without having to break everything down. If I want to make a change, all I got to do is go in and change that little section of whatever it is, and it's pretty cool. I have no complaints. And even with this, I can do my favorite thing, which is transposing. So let's see. And I kind of like that better. So yeah, playing around and learning how to actually use clips, I will say that I could see me using it more. It's, to me, it's better than what I was doing before. It just took for me to get it in my head a way that works better for me. The only thing that threw me off was that arrangement error where I didn't add enough bars at the end and it started re-recording at the beginning. So other than that, this was great. Like I have no complaints about using clips. The only thing that I feel like would make clips better is if I could sit here and go through each of these and copy it to the arrangement. Just because if I was able to do that, that would take it to the next level where I don't have to sit here and play every single role, play the whole song out and do it that way. It's cool because you get to hear it, but that's more time consuming. Like if I just could have been like append this to the arrangement or copy to the arrangement, it would have been a lot faster. So hopefully at some point they could implement something like that. I know there's something you could do where you can go through here and change the follow actions. I have not done that personally just because I don't know. I feel like when I tried it the one time, it didn't work. So I just left it alone and didn't really do anything beyond that. But I see right here, it's things that you could do. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I may play around with that in the future so I don't have to sit here and trigger it. But triggering it by this is much easier than using the screen, in my opinion. But I believe that if they actually add those functions where you're able to just go through, like I can copy my intro to the arrangement, then go up and copy my hook to the arrangement, then the verses and so forth, where I actually don't have to sit here and listen to it and trigger it manually, or even set it up to, play all the way through. That would change the game. And learning this has made arranging on the MPC a lot better, in my opinion, because I had a good flow on it, but it was tedious going back, copy this, then go back and copy this here, copy this there. This is nowhere nearly as tedious. So I enjoy this. It was cool to get the patterns going, and this is just my workflow coming from machine. So I was wrong about it. Well, I'm not even gonna say I was wrong about it because I said it's not for me yet. But as you see, once I actually took the time to sit down and learn this, changes the game for me. I can't wait to make some more beats and just mess around with this and make different changes if I want to. Go through, take the 808 out at this part, change the keys, make a different bridge. But this was just a quick version of something you can do. So maybe I will do a video where I dive deeper into a full-on arrangement like I would do inside of Logic or something like that. Appreciate you guys tuning in out there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in.